You know, when we talk about mental health, it often feels like we're stepping into this huge, complex maze, doesn't it? It's like there are so many paths to take, so many things to consider, and sometimes it just feels overwhelming. But here's the thing, improving our mental health doesn't have to be this monumental task. It can be as simple as taking one small step at a time. So, let's dive into this together, shall we? First off, let's talk about the importance of acknowledging where we are. It's so easy to put on a brave face and pretend everything is fine, but deep down, we know that's not always the case. It's okay to feel anxious, sad, or even lost. We've all been there. And the first step in improving our mental health is really about being honest with ourselves. It's like looking in the mirror and saying, "Hey, I see you," and it's okay to not be okay. That simple act of recognition can be incredibly powerful. Next, let's discuss the role of routine. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Routine? That sounds boring. But hear me out. Routines don't have to be rigid or dull. They can be flexible and tailored to what makes you feel good. Whether it's starting your day with a few minutes of stretching, sipping your favorite tea, or even journaling your thoughts, establishing a routine can create a sense of stability in our lives. It's like giving our minds a little anchor amidst the chaos. Speaking of chaos, let's talk about the digital world we live in. Social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it connects us with friends and family. On the other hand, it can be a breeding ground for comparison and negativity. So if you find yourself scrolling through feeds and feeling worse about yourself, it might be time for a little digital detox. Unfollow accounts that don't uplift you, take breaks from your screens, and remember that what you see online is often just a highlight reel. Focus on what brings you joy, whether it's a hobby, a book, or simply spending time in nature. Now, let's touch on the importance of connection. Human beings are social creatures, and we thrive on connection. But sometimes, reaching out can feel like the hardest thing to do. It's okay to feel hesitant, but remember that vulnerability is a strength. Sharing your feelings with someone you trust can lighten the load. It's like having a weight lifted off your shoulders. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone in your life, consider joining a support group or seeking professional help. There's absolutely no shame in asking for guidance. And here's a big one, self-compassion. We can be our own worst critics, can't we? It's so easy to fall into that trap of negative self-talk. But what if we treated ourselves with the same kindness we'd offer a friend? Imagine speaking to yourself with love and understanding. It's a game changer. When you mess up, instead of berating yourself, say, "Hey, it's okay. I'm human, and I'm doing my best." Lastly, let's not forget about the power of gratitude. It might sound cliché, but taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can shift your mindset. It doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as enjoying a warm cup of coffee or the laughter of a friend. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives, even amidst challenges. So, as we wrap this up, remember, improving your mental health is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking small, intentional steps every day, being kind to yourself, and embracing the ups and downs. You're not alone in this, and every effort counts. Let's continue to support each other and prioritize our mental well-being because, at the end of the day, we all deserve to feel our best.